Hello and welcome back to the Sweet Treat series. I'm Tess, and in this episode I'm going to be making a delicious white chocolate and almond pudding. You're going to love it. First things first with this recipe is to make a really delicious walnut brittle. So I've got some sugar here in a pan, which I've been slowly melting with a little bit of hot water, and as you can see it starts to bubble and develops into this kind of sugar syrup which will become a caramel. So we've got the sugar to a nice golden colour, so we're ready to add the walnuts. I'm just going to pop those in carefully and just gently fold them in the sugar mixture. I'm going to pour them out now onto here just to solidify. Now we can pop that to one side. So I just have a saucepan of boiling water here, and I've just popped my bowl in. So to that, I'm going to add my white chocolate. I'm also going to add the butter as well. Now we're just going to melt those together with the sugar. We'll pop all of those in. Okay, so I'm just going to melt that together. And the chocolate's melting nicely with the butter. So I'm just going to add about the equivalent of 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Take the bowl off whilst I add the eggs, because you don't want to add the eggs into a mixture that's too hot. I'm going to crack them in. We mix them in. And you can see it's nice and smooth and a nice creamy custardy colour. Now to add a bit of milk. So the final thing to add is some ground almonds and some baking powder. So I'm just going to put the baking powder in, and then the ground almonds. And I'm just going to fold it through. So now my mixture is nicely combined. I'm going to pop it in my baking tray. So I've got a pre-greased tray here, lined with some greaseproof paper. I'm just going to pour it in. Now the final thing to add is the walnut brittle, which you can see now is hardened to a nice crunch. So you can just break these up and push them in. There we go. I'm going to pop that to one side. So I'm going to put this in the oven, which I've preheated to 180 degrees, and it's going to need anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. So I've just taken my cake out of the oven. I'm going to leave it to cool slightly, and then I'm going to serve it up and enjoy it with some yogurt or some custard. If you like this recipe, do make sure to subscribe. Check out more of my recipes at tessward.com, and I'll see you again next time.